Hi, Jody. This is Cale, obviously. Um, I'm responding to your email about coming in to visit your class. I wanted to share with you, this is something I shared with the English department, so the regular faculty, and uh, it's stupid me. I didn't, it didn't dawn on me to send you something like that, and although I should. Um, what I've done is I've designed a two-class sequence, scope and sequence, and they're both related. I'm going to show you a document uh, about it, and then show you a research guide. Um, if we if we could get together tomorrow, that would be, or if you're watching this tomorrow, if we can get together today, that would be helpful. Um, what I'd like to see is if we could do the sequence next week, if possible. But let me show you what I've got, and then we can talk. All right. Alrighty. Point out a couple things here. These are the learning objectives that I've designed the sequence to satisfy or to address. Um, I've designed it, so to speak, so that it should be 2.5 50-minute class periods. So we might be able to do the whole sequence in one class period on a Tuesday or Thursday class, and I did design it to try to do that. Whether we can do that or not, I'm not sure. And I designed it so that the second session should be shorter to allow for students to actually start doing some searching and actually get to work. I won't read the learning objectives to you. You're intelligent, and I'm going to be sending this document to you. I've designed this sequence based on two pedagogical concepts. One is flipped instruction, which simply means that students will have some videos to watch before class. So this is one of the reasons why if we do this, doing it next week would be better, because then you'd have the chance to talk to students about it and make the assignment. And so the whole idea behind flipped instruction, I don't know if you've encountered it, but the idea is students watch these learning objects, videos in this case, before coming to class. And then when we're in class, we can concentrate on active learning strategies and activities, so the students will get more involved with the learning uh, rather than doing a like a lecture, which is pretty ineffectual. The second idea or pedagogical idea is gamification, and this is a strategy that helps with that kind of should be engaging to millennials. And with gamification, the idea is that you use game elements in the learning process, not to make a game of it, but those elements. So the two elements that I've kind of incorporated into this instruction strategy, or excuse me, the scope and sequence, are narrative, use of narrative, and the use um, of leveling up. And then in class, students will be working together in groups, and so that's incorporating three strategies that are supposed to work well with millennials. If you want to read through what I wrote there, you might even be familiar with it already. So assessment, there's going to be a pre-quiz and a post-quiz, and I'll show you that in a bit. They're created with Google Forms. And there will also be a kind of a long worksheet, but what I've done is I've tried to make this kind of a toolkit for research, so it kind of helps students work through the process of coming up with a topic, breaking the topic down into smaller pieces, developing a research question, then moving from research question to search terms, and then giving them some ideas on where they can go to search information. So that's basically what the sequence is. So have some videos and I'll show you this in a second. And then students will download the worksheet. I'm calling it a map. I guess worksheet probably is a better term for it. I have left it in Word document format so that students can download it and directly use it. So they might not need to do it ahead of time. They can do it right there in class. But the idea is that they're going to actually get in and do this work. So yeah. Session 2, and the idea behind session 1 is to help students take a topic and break it down into pieces and give them some specific strategies and tools they can use. And I've designed this, because this is something that students really struggle with consistently. And so I want to kind of make it useful that way. The second session is all about using tools. I introduce them to Gale Virtual Reference Library, CQ Researcher, Sage Knowledge eBooks, Artemis Literary Sources. If you're doing a literary theme, if you're not doing a literary kind of theme, and it sounds like you're not, then you don't need to assign that. And then some kind of, I'm calling them advanced saint search concepts. So that's kind of the structure of the sequence. Let me show you the research guide and the handout that have been created to support this.